This video is to outline what all will be included in this turbo kit that I'm selling. Every item I'm showing you is included. You will get all of this. The kit is an Spec GT35R T4 kit. I'll put a link to that in the thread. But just to show you everything that you'll be getting, because it's everything. You're getting everything. It's everything you'll need. So you'll get the 3-inch downpipe, obviously stainless. It's wrapped in DEI titanium heat shrink, or not heat shrink, heat wrap. It's already got the bung welded in. It's got 3 actually, but it's got the bung welded in for a wideband. So you're already good to go on that. It's also got a flex section in it. Obviously you'll get the manifold as well, also wrapped in DEI titanium. You'll receive a relatively new stainless V-band clamp. The wastegate is a tile, I don't know what size, but it's a recirc back into the downpipe. You receive that as well. Turbo, of course, with all the fittings and lines. And you have the oil feed line here. Comes off the top, runs over to the top of the motor, and then ends up right under the filler neck. I can't get a thing there, but it ends up right under the filler neck with the banjo bolt, right where the stock oil lines would have ended up. You'll receive the fitting for the block, the crush washer, if you want to use it. It's only a few thousand miles, and obviously the line, everything you'll need. And then the water feed comes off of here from the back of the neck. DEI heat sheath on that into 6AN into the turbo, then out the back also 6AN. DEI heat sheath into there on the bottom of the filler neck. Both these lines are nylon braid. The feed is a Russell Pro Classic 2 nylon braid, and the second one, the return, is also nylon braid. I couldn't tell you what brand it is, just something I had. You'll receive clamps as well. These are breeze clamps, band clamps. There's no perforations in them whatsoever. They hold pressure for both of those. You'll receive the filter for the turbo, which is not in right now. You'll get the vibrant elbow with the spring clamp, both spring clamps. You'll receive this pipe here. Then you'll receive the high temp silicone coupler with both spring clamps, also spring clamps. You'll receive the Blitz intercooler with all the bracketry that comes with it. You'll receive also this other coupler here, both spring clamps. This gold charge pipe, and if you're not into the gold, you could just peel it off. It's just tape. It's a DEI heat tape, reflective tape. Then you also receive the HKS super sequential blow-off valve with the insert. It chirps like a really loud bird. Also, the coupler here, both spring clamps, and then the Gretty elbow, also wrapped in gold. And if you're not into the gold, you can also have this one, if you so choose, just to save yourself the time from having to peel it off. And what else? Oh, I'll also include the primary rail with the 850cc injectors in it, if you want. I won't be using them. I'll include them, no extra charge. So if you don't want them, no, I'm not going to lower the price. It's just an extra. And also with this entire kit will be included Power FC and Commander. So you're getting that too. I can show you here. Here's the Commander. Obviously the Power FC is away. And of course it works. I mean, you know, everything works. So you're receiving all that with the entire kit. So, and just to show you the bliss intercooler, it has a little dent there at the bottom. It's from the previous owner, and what that's from, it's not from an impact. What that's from is he dropped the car down on a jack handle, and it just kind of pushed the intercooler up. But other than that, structurally, that's the only damage on it. He had an air temp sensor here, which I put back into the upper intake manifold, and I've just been using this bolt as a plug. It's been holding, no boost leaks or anything like that. If you would like, you can move the sensor here. It's already threaded for it. Or you can weld that shut or just leave the bolt in there. It'll all work fine. It's really all up to you, however you want to do it. And yeah, that's the kit. So at this time, I will not split up. Oh, forgot. I also have 2 heat blankets. The P2P blanket that I've been using is a little beat up. I don't know if you would want that. And there's another blanket here which I think is too small. So I mean, I can include the P2P blanket if you want. All this stuff hides behind the clamp, so it's not really all that visible. The blanket still does its job. You know, I mean, it still works. Definitely works. I took it off and drove it around. The heat difference is immense. After driving it around and coming back, I would open the hood, and the shock tower was incredibly hot. The studs for the strut couldn't be touched. The nuts couldn't be touched. Nothing in this area here could be touched. Even the radiant heat coming off it, I couldn't even take a picture of the kit afterwards, which was incredible. It was very hot. So the blanket definitely does its job, even though the back of it is a little chewed up. But you know, I can also include that. But this is the kit. I mean, if you're interested in it, by all means, contact me and I can have this to you. But there it is.